What's up, man? It's your big brother K Reno. I want to shout out to my homie Kofi from Kofi's Universe. Y'all make sure to subscribe to his channel and support everything he got going on because he be dropping that knowledge. Yeah!
Conway to me is like he put that shit together.
You do.
Like I'm gonna press because I know they're gonna say a bar or some shit that I like.
Okay, and there's levels to fuck with. Fuck with could sound like I endorse this person.
I don't know necessarily anyone that well. You know what I'm saying? Stove, of course. Stove is
Body
shit
the
to
hook on
me.
the record.
Yeah, but he's like
smoke that.
He's dope.
YouTube salute. All right, Pusha T and Malice making their tours, making their rounds for their album rollout, and they talked about top tier lyricists being on their album and who they rocking with right now, as far as like who they be, listening to and checking out and giving props to. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit that sub button, click that bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. So Pusha T and Malice, they both were on Joe Budden podcast, The Breakfast Club, B Dot's Cover Lines podcast, and Elliot Wilson's podcast. And they saying that they only mess with top tier lyricists. Excuse me, y'all. Of course, Kendrick was on the album. Tyler Creator was on the album. Ab Liva was on the album. But he keeps bringing up Stove God. He really is giving Stove God his props, and I'm glad Stove God is getting his props, y'all. Because if you think about Stove God, he reminds you, he has that 90s boom bap style, and it has that elements of soul, gospel, funk. It's unorthodox, but it has this great, beautiful preacher cadence. His wordplay is absurd. I love, his humor as far as like, how he breaks down the drug dealing metaphors, themes. He's very surgical on a track, especially hooks. Stove God can put some hooks together. And we all are waiting on his next solo album. I think West Side Gun is trying to work out a deal with um his last record label, trying to buy him out so he can drop his solo album to come out on Griselda Records. But Stove God, his rap style is unique. And like I said, he's different from anybody out here. He's different from anybody out here. Like I said, he can put a hook together, he can rap, he can do it all. Like he can sing on a verse. He's top tier, y'all. When it comes to Conway, we already know about the machine. The machine got that gritty style. It reminds me of just the old school Mob Deep, Raekwon Ghostface type of just coming at you with the bars nonstop, very dark and gritty. That sewer level type of delivery. It's for the streets. For the streets. He's a real lyricist, a superb lyricist. Top tier lyricist up there in the game. You got to give him his props. Conway, I don't know, like just his storytelling, just his street life of how he actually shows up on a track. Like he can compete with anybody. You can put him on a track with any top tier lyricist, he's going to stand out. He's been on tracks with Method Man. He's been on tracks with JID. Been on tracks with Ransom. They have a collab album together. He's been on tracks with, of course, Benny, Race to 5'9", Eminem. Who else? Not Absol yet. I know they probably will do something. But the top lyricists out there, Raekwon, all of them. He showed up and showed out. Ludacris, all these top rappers, y'all. And like I said, Conway, and people always give him his props because he's like the Energizer battery. You can't take the battery out of his back. And last but not least, he did mention Pusha T did mention Ransom. Ransom, to me, I think he's the most underrated lyricist in the game. When it comes to his intricate wordplay, storytelling, his cinematic, style, having his albums tell a masterpiece story, a superb lyricist, his skillful delivery. He knows how to adapt on the track. Um, People just underestimate him. He has a great comeback story. He doesn't really cuss like how other rappers cuss, and that's one thing I do respect and liked about Ransom. He's appeared on a Day East collab album, showed up and showed out. He appeared on a Conway collab album last year, showed up and showed out. Every time he's on the track, he's going to give you beyond what you can even imagine. Um, I would love to see Pusha T, Malice work with Ransom, like do a track with him. That would be dope as hell. Even Conway. Even Conway, we already got something with Stove God. Don't get me wrong, but these other rappers, they deserve their flowers too. And I'm glad to see the Pusha T is giving them their flowers. Because somebody probably would have thought like, oh, he just is gonna name Kendrick only. That's it. No, he's like, I might not know people personally, but I'm keeping my eye to the street. And trust me, everybody keeps their eye to the street. You'd be surprised at who knows who out there. Even the artists that was coming up back in the day when Kendrick, J.Cole were up and coming, there was other artists like Tech Nine and artists that was already established, showing them love and keeping an eye out. Like, man, I'm gonna watch this person. I'm gonna watch this person right here. So you never know who's watching who is giving flowers to each other, and I feel like that's a great thing. It's nothing wrong letting somebody know, man, I respect your music, even if you don't see them in person, but you might big them up as far as like in an interview, whatever. And even if you collab with them, I think that's beautiful. And hip hop needs this more, showing the next MC, I salute you, homie. What you doing is great. And we need this. And we need everybody to have their own lane, their own style, not trying to, replicate somebody else's style. You can take elements of somebody's style. That's one thing, because that has been done. But coming up and being creative to be your own individual so you can stand out. And when a person hears you on that track, they're going to know exactly that's you. Post your comments below. Hulk smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support, donate to the channel, I have Patreon. Patreon.com/Kofi Universe. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.